Hey, so your roommate. You got a roommate?
Okay, so I had an interesting week. So last time we talked personally, I told you I was having like a very rough time with the COVID side effects and everything. Just the CPA studying and stuff, and I had to force myself to relax and stuff, and do a chill pill. And you know what? Not gonna lie to you, went through a very bad depressive episode. And then Monday comes around, and I'm just thinking, right now, I'm just thinking like, okay, how can I get out of this situation? Like a lot,
like out of the funk.
Yeah, out of the funk, out of the chill, or just like out of this environment. Because the environment I was in my place wasn't too good. Me and the current roommate that I have, like I hadn't seen him leave like all week or anything. Like he's just been chilling there in his room. He either looks sad there, or he's bringing like his fucking girlfriends over and everything like that. And it's just like, okay, this feels weird because now there's another stranger in my house that I don't know who the fuck that person is.
Wait.
Every time I go out and I come in, there's like the amount of times I've tried to go take a piss. And there's like a freaking chick, random girl coming out of my bathroom. And I'm just like, what the fuck did you do in there?
What? Why? Is it just smeared with period blood all over the walls? Like there was a tiny little murder.
Maybe.
With a stick of cotton.
Oh, and they just put the freaking like a tampon, the bloody tampon that's like on its head.
Oh, like a stamp?
Yeah.
I love seeing that. I know it's gross, but man, every time I miss going to bars. And going to the stall and seeing that tampon. A stampon.
Tampon.
Oh god, I loved it. I'm like, yeah.
And when you just want to fuck, you just slap on that tampon.
Dude, every time I see it in the back of my head, it's like, I am woman, hear me roll. Love it. Let's keep doing it, ladies.
I've had to clean women's bathrooms before. Y'all ladies are disgusting. Y'all don't deserve a couch. I'm putting that out there.
Hashtag stampon.
Yep.
Tampon.
I used to 100% like when I would clean females' bathrooms. I always look like, why is there a couch here? And everything. Why don't we have one? Why don't we have one in the male's bathroom? And then someone told me,
because y'all bitches don't get cramps.
Well, let's put it this way. They told me, Omar, if there was a couch in the men's bathroom, would you sit on it? And it's like, good point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying because a guy is disgusting. I'm saying this because guys are disgusting. They're 100% like I guarantee you just walk in on guys fucking in there.
Yeah, you would get that couch pregnant. Like
you'd
walk into the
that
bathroom,
couch would be pregnant.
It's just a bunch of ottomans.
Every week I come by, there's just different ottomans.
There's just different colored ottomans everywhere. And you're just like, fuck couch. I hope you get a break one day. Here I'm just gonna put $5 in your cushion. Get the ottoman something nice from the corner market.
That's sweet.
Or cigarettes. I don't know what you need. Get what you need, dude.
Yeah, get what you need for you.
Yeah. Here's a couple extra, and just get some Mad Dog. You deserve it, dude. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here,
All Regrets podcast. This is the podcast about regrets with Sam Narani, 30s Pakistani female who is not working at the moment.
And Omar Gonzalez, who's really good at profiling.
I'm not good at profiling.
You sound like a fucking god.
All I know is stereotypes, and that's it.
Female seems to be in her mid to late 30s. Very brown, too brown for my liking. Right. I like more on the light.
All right, let me try it again. Like, you ever get to the point where you're living with a roommate where it's like, I can't leave my room. And that's like other apartments, like I don't want to like bother you or anything like.
It's like a weird energy.
Oh, it's 100% a weird energy.
As soon as I open the door and leave my room, I'm in that energy.
Yeah,
and that's not a safe space.
I used to have my very first roommate, Danny, was like when I would get because he was like my really good friend. I thought at the time.
Ugh.
But then like it became a whole thing where he stole money from me, but then we're going to business together and bullshit. But
save that for therapy later. I'm kidding. Say your words.
Dare you? So yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where like I used to remember Danny like being in the living room and me being in my room, and we were living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and the bathroom was like right next door, so it was just like.
Did that guy live in the living room?
Yeah.
Your couch might be pregnant.
Oh, my couch has been fucked on. I'm almost guarantee you.
You're gonna get so many ottomans. Oh
God, it's gonna be so annoying.
It's so cute. I love it. Can I have one? Like, I'm only
Wait.
gonna wait till, like, it's, like, 6 to 8 weeks old so I can be weaned off the mother couch, but I want one of those ottomans, please.
All right.
I could use a new
you
ottoman.
get the first pick of the ottoman litter.
Yeah!
So.
Oh, I hope it's like a calico.
No, but it's like, so, like with me and Danny and everything like that, like, because every time I open the door to go to the bathroom, all I hear is, "Hey, buddy," and I'm like, oh.
Bitch, why you gotta talk?
Why, like, yeah, why can't you just let me piss?
Yeah.
Like, it's like one of those things where, like, you could hear things, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to, like, take a leak, bro. I don't want to, like, have this energy. I don't want to, look, I'm having this alone time. Mm-hmm. You can get in and out all you want, because you're in the living room.
Yeah.
And everything. You have access to that. I have to go into your world to get out to the real world.
Yeah.
I don't have, like, an exit for myself.
Can we have, like, a barrier or something?
That's
like,
what I want. Like, something where it's like, you feel privacy and everything. So, like, the problem with the current roommate that I had right now is, one, I didn't pick this guy. Right. Really. I got him off a Craigslist thing because my previous roommate was going through on a cocaine binge and everything. I'm like, I gotta get away from this.
You know, I was gonna give you shit about the Craigslist thing, but it's like, well, can you blame him? Yeah. The last guy was on a coke binge. Yeah. Craigslist seems like a bad idea until you say last guy was on a coke binge.
Yeah,
yeah, let's roll the dice here, see what happens.
Coke binge. And you just wake up and all of a sudden you see one of your crackhead friends on the couch. That kind of shit bothers the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And it's just that energy, of, like, you go into the living room and you see the other person, like, either being super sad and everything, or just kind of like this negative, kind of like weird feeling.
It's like you're always walking in on an emotional bomb.
Exactly. You know? And you're just trying to tiptoe.
And the air's not chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of like stiff every time you walk out of your room because you're like, the only time I have safety is either when I'm taking a shit, hopefully, or if I'm in this room.
Exactly. And it's just like, there's a part of you like, okay, can I be in the living room? Because, like I said, I would walk into my place and all of a sudden I see random people there. Yeah. And I'm just like, and my furniture rearranged. And it's like, I'm like, dude. Like, first of all, you don't tell me that people are over. Mm-hmm. Like, I have, like, groceries and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this just feels uncomfortable.
Right.
And everything. And I'm just like, I saw one time this guy was standing on a chair in his underwear in front of the stove where I just made my fucking dinner stuff, reaching to the cabinets on top so he gets liquor.
Why is this bitch in underwear?
That's a great question. This guy was walking around in his underwear. I told him not to, and he wouldn't fucking listen to me.
Did he have, like, a pile of clothes somewhere?
No, it's just like it was one of those things. Okay, so it was one of those things where, like, the guy has a decent body and stuff. Like, it's not cut, but it's not, like, fat.
He knows what he's working with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he knows what he's working with. From, like, waist up, he's great, and then groin down, he's good. Middle part, not so great.
And ankles? Pretty hot.
Real
hot.
Look,
ankles.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not, and I really can't dog him because he does get women and everything, and of course, women being dumb, as we've established on this podcast plenty of times. And they're just like, they're into that.
Omar's looking for a woman right now, and those are the words you said. Those are the words you said.
I stand by them. You know what? I'm sorry, you have
offended women twice now.
Hot is the most overrated thing on the planet, in my opinion.
Yeah. Don't go through menopause, because then you're going to get too hot, and Omar doesn't.
No, I'm cool with temperature.
Have all of your junk still installed.
Okay. So all of this was kind of like building up and everything, and then, like, Monday comes around. It's Monday morning. I'm in the fridge. I'm getting my freaking cold brew coffee out and everything. Just like cold brew coffee, a little bit of cream and stuff. I'm going to try to do breakfast because this guy doesn't wake up until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the guy tells me he wants to be a businessman or something like that. And I'm like, I never knew a businessman that slept past 12. But
Omar, I just like the idea of being a businessman, and it's better for me to set goals that are like that instead of actually doing the work.
No, this is fuckboy talk, and I know what the fuck.
It's my emotional well-being I'm looking out for. I'm gonna be a businessman.
Yeah, he's gonna be a businessman and everything by waking up past 12 o'clock 12 o'clock, 12 noon. And
that's when the clients.
He doesn't even work and he doesn't work the night shift, so that's the part that's freaking weird. So the guy comes up into me and just randomly says, "Hey, I'm moving out." And I'm like, "Okay."
I'm moving out today, or I'm moving out in a couple.
He
weeks?
just says, "I'm gonna move out," and I'm like, "Okay." But he says, "Like, don't worry, I already got another person for you. They went to the office and already signed on the contract."
Okay.
I'm like, "What?"
That makes me worry more, actually.
Exactly.
Tell me more about this person that I'm gonna be rooming with now.
Exactly. And then it's more like, "Don't worry, I got that over. She's gonna come by in about like 2 weeks, but like she's ready to like move in, whatever." And I'm like, "Wait, is she?"
Ooh, suddenly Omar got interested.
Yeah, suddenly Omar's still skeptical.
Oh, really? I would have been like, fuck all the safety. A she, you say?
No, that would be weird.
Of course it's weird.
You're weird as
I'm
fuck.
just trying to make it weird.
I know.
That's all I know.
So the guy tells me, and I'm like, "Okay, so you're moving out." As well, you ever have like someone tell you something, you're like, "Okay, cool," but they keep going as if they think that they matter at all. Like they just keep going on with their story.
Wait, is it because
it's like no? It's like how you act when I tell you shit on this podcast. You're just like, "All right, he's eventually gonna stop talking." That's pretty much how it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, they have like a surplus of words that they need to get out. So I'm just gonna let this fucking balloon deflate in front of me.
Okay. All right. Scratch that joke. That was not trying to get at. So the guy keeps trying to explain it. He's like, "Yeah, I've been having a hard time lately, and everything, and I had the job before at Sam's. He used to work as a security guard at Samsung from 8 to 5, and that was the best. By the way, 8, I wake up at a perfect time. He goes to work at that point. I get the entire apartment to myself until 5 o'clock, and I'm like, that is beautiful. I get a full 8-hour shift during the day by myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and then he can have it at night because I'll just be watching wrestling in my room. Yeah. Like that's all. It'd be great. Or I'd be hanging out with you or doing mics or some shit like that. Like that'd be fucking great. And then this guy he said he quit this job because he didn't like it. And I'm like,
bitch, we don't like our jobs.
Exactly. And I'm just like, okay, do you have this other thing planned up? It's like, no, I got something else planned up and everything. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be like working from like, parts of me leaving, working, other parts of me working from home and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what job lets you do that bullshit.
Yeah, the job is I'm going to go hang out at my mom's house all day.
Yeah.
And then when I work from home, it just means I'm masturbating in my room. That's a lot of work.
Hey, man, don't make fun of how I work my job. So this guy was living in his room by himself, pretending like he was a big shot, but really he wasn't.
Oh,
and shit and everything,
yeah.
And it's just like one of those things where it's just like, and then I have the CPA thing, so that's the thing I'm focused on and everything.
Yeah, you got goals.
I got goals, but also the guy thought I was working the entire time, which I'm like perfectly fine with.
You were working on your CPA.
I'm working on my CPA.
That's fair.
That's fair and everything. So like, but he was there like all the time. So like every time I get out of the room, I could feel the attention and presence that you kind of feel, and everything. So it's like, so when the guy told me he's moving out, I'm like, oh hell yeah. When he tells me he got another person, I'm like, wait, what? Because I was thinking because there's a part of me was like, I've saved up enough money, I can 100% pay the rest of this lease without having anybody here, and I just like live with myself. I was actually looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And everything. I'm like, all right, I get to be alone here.
As soon as he's like, I'm moving out, you started making plans.
As soon as I moved out, I'm thinking, okay, I'll just move the office there, and then like my room can actually just be my room, and I'll just be like in there with the office studying by myself.
How many seconds between him going, hey, I'm moving out, but also, I gotta replace it for you?
You mean how much moments of happiness I felt? Mm-hmm. I had that for like maybe about half a second.
You did a lot of planning in half a second. Dude, like you rearranged the fucking furniture in your head, dude.
When you learn how to plan, you get so goddamn good at it.
I was thinking about this for a while.
Dude, I've been thinking about this forever. There's a part of me was like thinking, how much does it cost to break a lease and move shit? Like I was thinking like that.
Yeah.
So I was already thinking about like kicking this fucker out. Because it was always just a pain in the ass. Like by the way, I could tell you're doing money troubles if I leave out the bill there, and you're just like, okay, it's been 5 days and it's on a Tuesday and it's due tomorrow. You're putting this shit off. I could tell.
Yeah.
And I could tell this thing hasn't moved. It's in the same table where I had it there for you.
I got 4 days Dude, I got 4 days.
I know.
I got 4 days.
I know.
You know?
Whereas like me, like as soon as I get a bill, I'll be like, all right, I'll pay it off. I would understand if it was like, look, I gotta wait till freaking Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I gotta wait till Friday. That's when I get paid. And everything. Yeah. All right, cool. I get that. But I kind of like, you can kind of tell when someone's putting off shit because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
And everything. So. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a stack of bills over there.
Yep. So, I was like, all right, cool. And everything. And then, after this conversation, I'm telling him, so when are you moving out? And he's like, and I'm like, well, I was going to move out, wait till the 15th, and then that'll be like when the next person comes in, but she's already going in to sign a lease and everything. And I'm like, okay, why don't you leave now? And then he's like,
get the fuck
what?
out of here.
Basically, because I was just like, you pay for the rest of the month.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take care of November's rent by myself. I don't need you.
Yeah.
And everything. Just get your shit and go.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Like you get to stay. Yeah, you can stay here until Saturday. That's when that's the last day of the month. Mm-hmm. Then no, you just move out. So like I go to my room, and I'm chilling there, studying, and then all of a sudden I just hear like people at my door, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, like I'm hearing things. I'm hearing like loud clanks and everything. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm having my headphones on. Then I go out, and the guy's his parents are here, getting all this shit to go.
Oh my god, it's like college move-in day.
100%. Like it's like,
except you got expelled.
I'm like, oh, you're leaving now. Oh, great.
How old is this guy?
This guy is like
20s, 30s.
No, he's losing his hair. He's like in his 20s, but he's also losing his hair and stuff. Like there's signs where this guy is young, but this guy is so insecure and everything. Like you could tell he's like an insecure older guy and stuff.
No.
So it was like, I'm pretty sure this guy was like maybe in his late 20s, if I were to say something. And then now he's moving back with his parents, and now he lives there now.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. But then I'm thinking, okay, I get this freaking shit for like, I get this thing for like 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks later, I get 2 weeks of this in my apartment myself. I get to chill. I'm putting porno in the freaking like living room, and it's like it'll be great.
Watching it, it's just on.
It's just on. I don't even feel like jerking off. I just want it full blast on the freaking on the surround sound system, and I'm like, all right, I finally get to just enjoy my shit.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much how it is. Like my freaking living room is not a goddamn dormitory for like random people. It's just me enjoying my fruits of my fucking labor there by myself.
I miss living alone. Thank you for reopening that wound. Omar.
I'm sorry. I was,
no, you're not.
No, I was gonna actually. I was actually also thinking. I was also thinking like, hey, maybe you could house sit for me for a week, and you could just be there by yourself.
Okay, but don't tell anybody else here. Don't tell Robert.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna tell everybody.
I'm like, I am going on a business trip.
You're going. Hey guys, I gotta go on a business trip, and it's just you just sitting there, just like watching fucking Netflix.
Oh yeah, I'm a businessman now.
Exactly, and just chilling there.
I log into my own Netflix.
Oh, that's fun. I kind of expect you to.
And then he like checks out my profile like, this bitch watched Netflix all day for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be like, first off, that's my business because it's my business trip.
Okay.
How dare you?
So if that is the case, because now I'm wondering how many relationships have been ruined because of the shared Netflix account.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I noticed you're hanging out with Gary a lot. And Gary's into rom-coms. You're more of a dead sports guy.
Yeah.
Suddenly your profile's got Love Actually suggested. Really?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Actually watching this?
Not only that, you've been spending a lot of time with Greg's Anatomy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the anatomy.
A lot of time with his anatomy. How much of his anatomy are you seeing?
Oh, man, all of it. My hair is everywhere. Screaming infidelity. Whiny little voice.
So this whole fantasy of me having my apartment by myself for 2 weeks was feeling so fucking great. Mm-hmm. It was until he texted her that he's moving out that day. So he texts the other person, and then the other person texted me, "Hey, I can move in tomorrow."
Okay, stranger.
My fucking heart was destroyed, and it was just more like, I'm coming by around. Can I come by around 6 to go like talk to you about everything? And I'm like, And it's just like, at that moment, that's when when it was shattered on the floor. And I'm like...
Yeah, it fell, and you're like, oh God, maybe it bounced and it didn't break.
And then...
Hi, I'm coming by to really put that nail in the coffin.
Exactly.
Fuck!
It just shotgun blast right there. And this guy... So the guy finally moved out, and it's like 5. And at this moment, I call you. Because I'm like, I need to talk to somebody about this. And everything.
Girl, are you sitting down?
Yeah. Girl, can you know what the fuck? And then we're just talking about everything. All I hear, and here's the crazy part is that I'm thinking, is this guy one of his exes or something like that he fucked, and that's why she's like one of the girls that I walked out in on period stamp in my freaking my room wants to live with me.
Stamp-on!
Yeah, Stamp-on wants to live with me, and I'm like, ugh.
She sounds great.
Okay.
I approve.
The guy's like, and then the guy tells me, I hadn't met her. I've never met her, but she seemed like a hippie. And I'm like,
how is he defining hippie, though?
That's a great question, and that's why I called you, because it was just like, there's a wide range of that. That, like, I was honestly expecting, like, a person, an old woman in my freaking, like, in a tie-dye shirt, like, that just came from, like, Hippie Hollow to, like, open up on my door.
Tits swinging everywhere.
Just, like, braids every shit in her freaking hair. Ooh. And I'm just like...
Underarm braids.
Oh, God. Just,
that would
like...
be cool.
Like, just looking like... Who's that? Which one was that chick that was like, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover?
Meredith Brooks.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, one of those, like, Lilith Fair just, like, walks into my fucking house.
Oh, Lilith.
That's what I was just expecting. Just the entire Lilith Fair just, like, walking in. Sarah McLachlan is right there making me sad about dogs and shit.
We're powerful. We can save animals. Fuck men. Stamp-on.
Yes. So,
I'm making that t-shirt.
As we're talking, I get a knock on the door. And I'm like, all right, Sam, moment of truth. I'll call you later. So I get over there. I just walk in, and it's this young skinny girl that comes in the door. And I'm just like, oh, hi. She's like, hey, my name is Heather. I'm like, hi, my name is Omar. And so, how you doing? I'm like, oh, pretty good. And then she just go in there and we're like, so what are your concerns? And I'm like, my concern is that I just knew about you 3 hours ago. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, wait a minute. This guy told me that you knew everything.
Well, you knew everything right before he texted her that it's cool, do it now.
Exactly.
And that's when you knew everything.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, that's when I did know everything.
Yeah.
So she's like, wait a minute. He didn't tell you about the Craigslist ad? I'm like, wait, what Craigslist ad? The guy put out an ad on Craigslist.
Uh-huh.
So this guy had been thinking about this for a while. And everything.
Well, I mean, you found him on Craigslist, so maybe that's just like his go-to thing. Like, I'm just gonna throw something. Maybe that's how he got all them dames.
On Craigslist?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's probably like, I've burned so many bridges that I have to resort to Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist is the only reliable thing in my life right now.
Craigslist is all about people who just like burn bridges and are just like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. So basically, kind of like,
it's a burger phone.
So basically, she says like, I already signed the lease and everything. I already have rent ready. I'm like, wait, you have rent ready? Like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, he told me it was $450 plus utilities. And I'm like, what?
Is that the
he negotiated on my behalf?
Wait, was that what he was paying?
No.
Was that his? Oh, I thought he was just like, well, this is what I'm doing, so this is what you're doing now, lady.
First of all, that wasn't what he was doing.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that he negotiated terms with this person who's going to be living with me without notifying me. That's the part that got me super fucking like, I got to find out where this guy, I'm going to lie and text him, hey, give me an address so I can forward the mail. So I can forward mail to your house. And then when I get that address, I'm going to go to his freaking driveway and throw a Molotov cocktail in his car. Like, that's what I'm going to...
But also...
Yeah.
For a grown-ass man that may or may not be old or young, I don't know, that may be old or young.
Yeah.
Whose mommy and daddy showed up to help him move out of the house suddenly.
Yeah.
He negotiated price. For him, that's a big feat. I know you're pissed, and it wasn't fair, but Wow, it sounds like he's already growing up, unless his mom told him to negotiate that.
First of all, well, not only the case, there's a different name than his actual name on the lease, so I'm assuming his dad signed the lease for him.
Oh
no! Yeah. I was suspicious by this a long time ago.
Oh, they were probably like parents that are like, all right, we'll help you live by yourself and be a big boy. You know, you gotta use toilet paper when you wipe your ass, not just a bare hand. Well, why don't you come on home? Fuck boy.
The only reason I picked this guy was because, as I mentioned before, I needed somebody quick and everything. And it was the time in which the day that I moved out was the day that I went to El Paso for about 4 months and stuff like that. And I just needed to park my shit.
Yeah.
On there, which I thought I was living there, but then when, the city ordered and everything, I'm just like, so he had 4 months by himself of being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Of what he wanted to do. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Get out of your system.
No, not only that, he's just more like, okay, this is the norms that I've been doing here without you. And stuff. And so all of people's, like when you live with somebody, you're just kind of like, okay, what things can I get away with? What things can I not do?
Yeah.
Like, what are we
you're
cool with?
It out.
Yeah, you deal it out. But then it's more like, hey, I'm paying only like about half of normal rent for an apartment by myself for 4 months and everything. And this guy could come back whenever. And all I have to do is just text him, hey, by the way, you have to pay half the electricity here. And it's more like, but I don't fucking live there. I'm not even there.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, it's like, at that point, for those 4 months, like, I'll give you my half of rent, but I'm not using anything there.
That's what I'm saying. And the guy wanted me to pay for the using things. Yeah, at first he was like, nah, don't worry about it. But then like the following 2 months, I see him add like more and more. And then from there, like the apartments lowered the rent and then he lowered his rent while mine stayed the same. That's why I'm pissed.
Oh.
And everything.
Wow. Yeah, he sounds like a dumb bitch. Maybe it's like it's a frustrating situation, but maybe it's like a blessing in disguise that this guy fucked off.
So this girl's hearing this me spiel and just kind of like just saying like the fact that I have this, that I knew nothing of this. I was completely unaware of it and everything. She did seem very sympathetic.
Well, that's good.
She was just kind of like very receptive, like, hey, it sucks that we're both in this situation and everything, but I'm pretty sure we could work it out and everything. And I have to now be adjusted to living with the girl in my place and everything, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
Fine. I grew up with insane women all the time and everything. I'm just now.
And this one's a hippie.
Well, this, like I said, it's a white girl. And everything. It's kind of like things that are kind of like weird.
Oh no, it's a different insane. Ooh, it might be more passive aggressive.
Oh, 100%. No, it's more like, okay, it's more like, look,
everyone is.
I've lived with Latinas. I could take a punch or a lamp to the head. That's fine. That I'm used to and everything. This is a white girl that's living in my place. She 100% has the ultimate cheat code where like she could just 100% just dial 3 digits and then next thing I know, I'm George Floyd. You know what? That's what happens. Like I
was just trying to birdwatch, and this bitch called out.
I was just trying to birdwatch here in my room, and then all of a sudden, like I'm in a roaster. Like that's just how it is.
But hey, on the plus side, San Francisco just passed the Karen Act to stop shit like that.
I know.
So maybe one day it'll come here in like 20 years. You got 20 years.
Yeah, in 20 years.
It'll come to Texas.
That won't stop people from plucking my feathers, but
I mean, yeah.
But I think I'd be okay by then. So,
or you're a social pariah.
Yeah.
Even if it's a false accusation.
So now we're both kind of in a situation because I have to get adjusted to her shit. Like, so now I just kind of like, we haven't talked about it yet, but I know she's vegan now because I can tell by the ingredients and everything and stuff that she's bought. Like you see what I read a lot of like non-verbal type of communications. Like I see like the dishes that she bought, the cups that buy, a lot of it's like animals type of stuff. It's like humans suck. And I'm like, they do.
Yeah.
And everything. And like,
she's got a personality.
And it's like, one of those things you can kind of like tell and everything. So, and I'm trying to be as nice and comfortable for her as possible because I could see it from her perspective. Like how weird it is. Like all of a sudden you're like, I'm Mexican. Like I know that's kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, coming from where she's at, if she's not used to like just minorities.
She's not used to minorities or used to a guy or a big guy just like living with her.
Yeah.
And stuff like that where it's just like, okay, but one, is this guy trying to fuck me? Like, that's the obvious type of deal.
That's always the first question.
That's always the first question. But
just make a big deal about how much you love, like...
Oh, Latin women and fat asses? Yeah.
Yeah. I like big butts. I mean, just sing that song.
Oh, yeah. I just walk in going like, I love big butts. And again,
you can call me sir.
Yeah.
In not a weird way, but like for Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, no, 100%. I'm just coming in just singing that WAP. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
Oh, my. Am I the hoe?
No, never mind. Yeah, you're right. All right. That's probably not a good idea. No. What is cool, though, is that, like, she did text me, like, hey, can I bring my boyfriend over? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting a pre-announced, like, she's asking me for permission to bring people, which is actually kind of cool. She's like, letting me know. So it's already on a good sign.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's a respect.
It's a respecting, kind of like already taken and stuff. And then, like, it'll be like, and then I'll go over there and, like, meet the boyfriend and stuff like. But I'm gonna, like, if he's there, I'm gonna be like, hi, my name's Omar, and actually introduce myself and everything.
Yeah, just
instead of doing the passive aggressive thing where it's just like me and this guy just like mad dog to fuck at each other on our first half meet.
Oh yeah, then he walks away going, that guy's gonna try to fuck my girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just be like, hey.
Well, you gotta put a perspective from that. That's why you gotta tackle it straight up and just be like, as the person who's had this experience before, where it's just like, dude, I'm not trying to fuck a girl. We're just friends.
Yeah.
And hanging out and shit like that, dude. Like, you don't have to worry about nothing. But of course, it's always insecure on the boyfriend's part of it, where it's just like.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Is there like an underlining thing going on here?
Because like if I was trying to fuck somebody else's chick, that's the first thing I'd tell them is I'm not interested in fucking your lady.
Right.
So what if he's playing mind games with me?
Yeah. Not to mention, like I said, and I come from a hood background where it's like, oh, somebody's mad dogging me, I got to mad dog him back. You know, that's how it is. And if we got to go, we got to go.
You started it.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's just more like just being nice and everything like that. Be cool about it and stuff. So now. Like I said, now we're just kind of like living in the place and stuff, man. It's been like about a day and a half and everything. My only moment of joy was that Monday night. Mm-hmm. That's it. I got myself a pizza. I got myself some like junk food garbage time. While I was watching wrestling in the living room, and then afterwards, porno for about 4 hours, just playing on the big old screen. Because I'm like, and just me crying and be like, this is the only time I get to enjoy double penetration.
It's really nice that I'm crying before I come this time.
I'm crying because I can't do this often.
So much
bush. Just so much bush.
It's not even a working.
So, and now I think I've come up with a solution though to kind of like break all the tension and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go after the white woman's weakness and everything.
Pumpkin spice, puppies, cute things.
First of all, your first go to pumpkin spice was interesting and everything, because we both know that's kryptonite for white people in general.
Yeah,
but not specifically white ladies. Puppies is 100%.
But puppies,
okay,
is versatile. Like I think almost anyone can fall for a puppy.
No, but there is 100%, especially here in Austin. Mm-hmm. You whip out a dog out of nowhere.
Oh my god!
They'll just love you like crazy.
Dude, I used to walk around in the park.
Yeah.
What's that big park in downtown?
There's like Zucker Park.
Zucker, yeah.
Zucker Park.
Yeah, I used to walk around there after work with my dog.
Yeah.
And you'd see guys like dressed up like it's a date in the middle of fucking July with their shitty little terrier dog that's yelling at everyone. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? What is this weird meet cute you're setting up? It's awesome as fuck.
Wait, did you just say meet cute?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's like, is there a hidden camera? Like, are you on a show or something? Is this punked? But like, they're just standing there, like.
Does the dog know it's an accomplice to sexual assault?
No, the dog is too busy chasing after other dogs. It's like a tiny little. They're always tiny little guys.
Okay.
And it's like being aggressive towards other dogs or people running. Like,
so
it's a fucking
Is that
problem.
The extension of the owner? Where it's like if the owner had free reign, he would 100% just be jumping on other bitches.
But here's how the owner's sedated.
Okay.
He's like standing there holding the leash, like looking all Rico Suave. And he's like looking at his phone, posed like a fucking model. And then like every so often glancing up, like, anybody see me? Anybody see me? I look pretty good. Look at this shitty dog. And meanwhile, this dog is like just jumping around on the fucking leash, just attacking everything. I'm like,
Okay.
You're both fucking stupid. You're cute, and I don't even want to fuck you. Like, get out of here.
So, all regards listeners, if you've
It's
been
me and two other guys.
if you've been meat-cuted, please share us your meat-cuted stories on the allregertspod@gmail.com.
Even
Hashtag meat-cute.
Hashtag me cute. Hashtag stampon.
Thank you for listening to the All Regerts podcast with Sam Narani and Omar Gonzalez. Remember this, just because you have regrets doesn't mean you can't